My name is Chelsea Hodgkins. I lead mineral supply chain work at Public Citizen. We're a national public interest advocacy organization with over 1 million members. President Trump's sweeping deregulatory agenda and abuses of power are turning America's mineral policy into a platform for backroom deals that are transferring natural resource wealth away from Americans and into the hand of Trump's allies. Executive orders have rolled back environmental standards and opened up sacred public lands to mining. Many companies are waived from requirements to even demonstrate the economic feasibility of their projects. And meanwhile, Congress has allocated at least $360 billion taxpayer dollars for critical mineral supply chain projects under this system of inadequate safeguards and absent oversight through legislation like the partisan One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Mining is already the most toxic industry in the United States. Domestic operations are governed under Gold Rush-era laws, subsidized by billions of public dollars, and cause long-lasting harm to the environment, communities near mines, and public health more generally. President Trump's mineral policies are worsening these harms. They're also undermining efforts to improve U.S. industrial capacity, and they're ushering in corporate corruption and cronyism. The federal government has used public dollars for sizable investments in 6 mining and minerals processing projects in exchange for equity stakes. A Public Citizen analysis found stakes were taken in risky and contested projects to increase company stock value and generate generous payouts for Trump's billionaire buddies, his inner circle, and mining executives. This agenda makes the United States more vulnerable, not stronger. Doubling down on new mining projects may also hinder the growth of an internationally competitive circular minerals industry in the United States. Instead, direct investments to research and innovations in material substitution, recycling, and new battery chemistries would curb the need for new mining and create the type of supply chain resilience that competes more effectively with China. As written, the bills under consideration do not create the incentives for this high road circular economy for minerals. Instead, they institutionalize President Trump's misguided approach that violates human rights and creates risks of supply chains and economic disruptions. The Secure Minerals Act proposes a reserve led by a presidentially appointed board that would operate without basic good governance measures, rigorous congressional oversight, or a strategic approach to financing projects. It hands President Trump the opportunity to pick allies for board positions, managing $2.5 billion taxpayer dollars, creating an opening to finance projects that would personally enrich them over the country, just like we're seeing with equity stakes. The Finding Ore Act legislates the type of bullying tactics this administration has used in minerals deals with countries to force benefits for U.S. mining companies. The act creates MOUs between the U.S. and partner countries to map minerals, but gives U.S. companies the right of first refusal to develop these resources without clear requirements for project-level environmental or social safeguards. This facilitates a new wave of dispossession in the global South. Instead of acquiescing to Trump's vision of a minerals rush that results in a profit bonanza for the mining industry, but little benefit or accountability to the public, Congress should push for a strategic, forward-thinking minerals policy that builds our industrial base, promotes recycling and reuse over new mining, and creates real economic benefits for communities while respecting human rights. An important first step that Congress must take towards this agenda is to fully account for existing federal mining subsidies. We need to make sure public dollars are being used responsibly and for the public good. We also need a clear understanding of strategic material needs and a supporting roadmap that builds industries like remining and recycling that keep materials in domestic supply streams and creates good-paying jobs. This also benefits overall national security and competitiveness. Legally binding safeguards are crucial to facilitating high-road projects that prioritize worker and community prosperity and environmental sustainability over corporate profit. Public Citizen remains open and ready to work with this Congress and members of this committee on this vision for a stronger, more sustainable future. Thank you.